Hello and welcome. My name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this Physical Geography and the Environment 101, number 34943, in this spring 2024 semester that runs from February 11th at 4 p.m. through June 8th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. in this full 16-week semester format at Santa Ana College. Let me just tell you something. Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari, although I'm using Safari right now. They also suggest that you clear your cache to ensure the fluidity of the functioning of your system. YouTube has lots of videos on how to do that. The Canvas phone number is 844-612-7428. I would suggest loading that into your phone for quick and easy access, because if you have any technical issues while you're taking a test or a quiz or whatever, I cannot help you. I'm not going to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning if that's when you're doing it, but they are available 24/7 for free for you as a student of this class, and for that matter, of Santa Ana College. So before I show you how to get on the class, I'm going to tell you a little story, just a quick story. I sometimes work out with a guy named Gabe, G-A-B-E, at the YMCA. And he's a bit older than me. He's a Vietnam veteran. And when he found out that I teach geography for a living, he said to me, I never realized how important geography was until I got to Vietnam. And you can imagine why that would be the case. Because if you're fighting a war, you need to understand topography, you need to understand climate, you need to understand weather, you need to understand culture. Oftentimes you need to be able to speak other languages. In addition to that, you need to be able to read maps, you need to be able to call in coordinates, all of those sorts of things. In fact, he was telling me another story about Vietnam today and what they were allowed to eat when they were there, and what things they were not allowed to do. Like, they didn't want them smoking when they were in the jungle because it gave their positions away. So, I mean, you talk to veterans and you get all kinds of interesting information from them. So, having said that, let me show you how to get onto this class, okay? And I'm just telling you that because I'm telling you geography is important. It is. Type in sac.edu, like you see up here at the top, sac.edu, and either this page or a similar page is going to show up. Then you click on Canvas, and you're going to see that this bronze login to Canvas banner is going to show up. You click on that, and then you input your information. When you input your information, what's going to happen is your Canvas dashboard is going to show up. Now, this is my Canvas dashboard, so it's different from yours unless you're taking 7 classes with me. But what you do is just find your class. And here it is, Geography 101, number 34943. Click on that, and your so-called Canvas homepage for this class is going to show up. Okay. Now it says start here. That's probably a good place to start. If you click on that, it's going to open up. I would suggest strongly that you read through this information and watch this little video. It's backspace over here. If you come over here, you can see modules, grades, syllabus, announcements, big blue button. You're not going to be able to see these other things down here because this is my Canvas homepage, but you'll see all of these. There's going to be a syllabus quiz the first week, so let's click on the syllabus tab over here, and you can see that what's going to happen is the syllabus is going to auto-open for you. At the same time, notice up here as it's doing that, deadlines matter in this class. There are no makeups in this class, and the things that are due the first week, you are required to get done. The things from Module 1, the first assignments from Module 1, they must be completed by Saturday, February 17th at 11:59 p.m., or I'm required to drop you by both the college and the state of California. The things that are required to be completed by then are the syllabus quiz, I'll show these to you in a moment, and the first discussion board. There are 2 other assignments, graded assignments in Module 1, the first 2 video homework assignments, but those are not due until February 24th. But those first 2 things, the syllabus quiz and the discussion board, you must get those things done. If you don't like that, I would suggest that you speak to the college hierarchy or the representatives of the state of California or something, because they're the ones who make up the rules, not me. So here's the syllabus. I would read through the syllabus in its totality. Here's the stuff on no-shows. It tells you exactly why you need to complete these things the first week, because otherwise I have to drop you as a no-show. Deadlines matter. There it is again. Here's the class. Canvas contact information. Again, there's that phone number. It shows up a few times. Disclaimer, I, the instructor, reserve the right to modify this course syllabus or overview if needed, because anything can happen, as we know, because we went through a pandemic together, didn't we? Here's the information on how to contact me through messaging me through Canvas or my email address, course name, description, and format. which is online. Textbook, there is no required textbook for this class, but if you need a textbook, you can use any of these textbooks. Just read through that, it'll tell you, but there is no required textbook. All of the graded assignments are coming from someplace other than the textbook. The exams are coming from the lectures that you'll see momentarily. Course placement and transferability, DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please take care of that quickly so I can accommodate you appropriately. Student learning outcomes, course objectives, and so on. Course topics, notice there are 4 sections in this class. Each one of those sections ends with an exam. Attendance, well, I mean, it's an online class, fully online, so we don't meet in person. How do I take attendance? It's by you doing the assignments each week. If you don't do them, I'm going to assume you're not in the class, and I'm going to have to drop you. Chat GPT and other AI warning, look, just don't use it, all right? If you use it, and by the way, there are some tricks that are built into the things you have to write for me that may pick it up. But if you do use it, I'm required to report you to the college and file a maximum report, which is a hassle for me and it's no good for you. So just don't do it. It makes things simple. Course grading, 4 100-point multiple choice exams, 8 video homework assignment quizzes worth varying points, a syllabus quiz worth 20 points, 10 discussion boards worth 15 points each. Notice the scale is a straight scale. No exams will be dropped. No video homework assignment quizzes will be dropped. The syllabus quiz will not be dropped. No discussion board assignments will be dropped. There are no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment, quiz, or exam. A 0 will be assigned for all exams, video homework assignments, and discussion boards not completed. Once a graded assignment closes, it cannot be reopened, and no late work is accepted on any graded assignment, quiz, or exam. No exceptions. This is the schedule for the semester. I would look at that also. Canvas course site, technical support, required technology, academic honesty, and student code of conduct, assignment to Canvas, important dates, miscellaneous, Title IX. Notice that the final exam will be open from 12 a.m. on Sunday, June 2nd through 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, June 8th. All right? Very good. There's also this thing here. This is also part of the syllabus quiz, the suggestions for successful completion of geography. Just read through these 12 bullet points. That helps you out on how to pass a class. Here's some information about me, instructor bio about me, emailing me. Please read through this thing about emailing me before you send me an email. Again, let's not make things awkward. Just we're going to treat this like, it's a business. It needs to be professional. Course description, discipline description, required materials, and so on. Let's go back over here to home. Very good. And I'm going to click on modules because that's where we're going to start. And what I would suggest to you is that you do this when it opens up. Okay, so that big storm that's supposed to be coming in, it hasn't quite come in yet as I'm making this video. So we'll see if it materializes. By the time you watch this video, it will have materialized or not. So I would go through this course information start here module. I'd go through the welcome to physical geography and the environment, accessible course syllabus policies. There are some redundancies built into the course, so the syllabus is in multiple places. What an asynchronous course is, which is what this is, instructor contact, communication plan, and all of that, course policies. Please look through those things, resources, and so on. So here's module 1. So this is what you're going to do the first week. You can see there's module 1. Okay. The second week's followed by module 2. Third week, module 3. Then module 4, you have an exam, and so on. This is the way we're going to go through this class. But let's take a closer look at module 1. What I would suggest you do is you click on the module 1 introduction. I would read through this stuff on the introduction because by reading through this stuff, you get a little idea of what's going on. I'd probably watch the video. That gives you some idea also of what's happening. I'm just going to backspace here again. You see the textbook versus professor. It's a little video on the difference between the textbook and me. And as I said, the textbook isn't required, but if you want to use one, you can use one because they're good for reference. Syllabus and suggestions for successful completion of geography. Sorry, I'm doing this like really quickly, and I'm only going to do it once, so there might be a mistake or here or there. By the way, as I'm telling you that, this is completely captioned professionally, and I've read through the captions to make sure they're good. This is probably about 95%. Most of my videos are captioned professionally or by me personally. I've noticed a few mistakes that have happened in them or little screw-ups kind of at the end because of the professional captioning, but mostly they are really, really slick. So if you want to watch the captioning simultaneously while you're listening to me, it's perfectly fine. That way you get the spelling of things correctly. So let's click on this syllabus quiz. And you can see it's going to open up. What I want you to do is read through this. Make sure you have the syllabus open in front of you or you are reading it, and then, you take the quiz. That's the way it works. Come back. Well, let me do this. Let's click over here to next. There we go. So this is the first discussion board, lessons from the pandemic. So, I mean, we all went through the pandemic together. I feel like it's a touchstone for all of us. So you can read through this little introduction and then the directions. And then what you do once you read through the directions and you're going to post your reply, you just click on that where I just did, where it said reply, and then you type in blah, 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 blah. And then you come down here and you post reply. When you do that, what's going to happen is you will be able to see other people's posts, and you need to also reply to one of their posts. This is one of the 2 assignments that must be done by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, February 17th. Click next again. The 2 are the syllabus quiz and that discussion board. Now, here's one of the 2 video homework assignments. These are not due, as you can see, until February 24th. There's 2 of these in the first module. And in fact, every time we start a new section, there will be 2 of these video homework assignments. Now, I will tell you this right up front. These are old, but they are professionally captioned by the very wealthy Annenbergs, and they're free. And since they're free, we're going to use them. That's what's going to happen. Is it free? Give me 2 of them. So you click on this highlighted thing right here, that link, and then here's the video, and you click on it, and it will start to play. I think they're all like 28 minutes long. Read through this, and then you take a quiz on it. And then you can see, also due by the 24th, there's another one of these 29-minute videos. You click on it. And again, they're old. Okay, I got it. They're old. But they're really good information. That's why I'm using them. And you click on that. Plus, they're free, as I said. And it will open up for you. So let me backspace over here. Oh, it's going to bring me back to all of that. I got to go to modules. Sorry. I'll tell you this as I'm doing this. So regarding the discussion board topics, the discussion board topics are not just straight ahead geography topics. Actually, a lot of students email me and say that they're kind of happy that it's like that. Although almost anything can be construed as geography, but they're meant to represent topics that might arise kind of organically in a face-to-face class or a live class. They have some relation to geographic topics, but they might be kind of distantly related. Nevertheless, they are the types of topics that kind of come up in a college classroom and then elicit discussion. So that's the way we're going to roll on that, okay? Now, I want you to see also this here. So you can see Section 1, Module 1, Terms and Concepts. If you click on that, what's going to happen is you're going to see these are the terms and the concepts that you need to get out of the first module. And where do you get these terms and concepts? You're going to get them from all of the lectures that we find starting right here. Introduction to Physical Geography and the Environment, the Earth System. Click on that, and here's a video. You click on that, the video is going to show up. And as I said, they're all captioned. That's right. Very nice. Then here's the next one, Geography of Degrees, and so on. And you just go through them like that. And it explains what you need to know in order for you to be able to take the exam, which, as I showed you a minute ago, is in Module 4. Okay? Now, occasionally you might see something like this where it says more about. Anytime you see the more abouts, this is not me lecturing. All the rest of these are me lecturing. Okay? And talking about these topics, insulation part 1, insulation part 2, the solar constant, climatic zonation, and so on. But when you see these more abouts, you do not have to watch those. This is somebody else talking about, for example, in this case, the seasons, in case you want a voice other than mine explaining to you the same stuff. Here's another one, more about the greenhouse effect and global warming, more about inversions, and so on. You can see there's a discussion board right here, and there's another discussion board right here, and so on. And the dates are on them. All right? You have any questions? Anybody got any questions? Raise your hand. No? Doesn't look like anybody's raising their hand. Okay, so we're cool. So listen to this. Check this out. Would you like an extra 5 points on your Section 1 exam? That thing is in Module 4. Would you like 5 extra credit points? Because I can give you 5 extra credit points. Here's what you do. Email me or message me through Canvas with the name of the guy from the YMCA that I spoke about at the beginning of this video regarding geography. Okay? And what you do is you put the name of the class, which is Geography 101, number 34943, okay, and his name in the subject box, and then put your name in the body of the email. This must reach me by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, February 17th, in order to receive those points. And guess what? If you read that email that I sent you that this is connected to all the way through, there is actually one in there, and there will be multiple more free opportunities for extra credit throughout the semester if you pay attention like this. All right, let's have a great semester. Let's go.